There's so many better show concepts. Like, I mean, I'll sit down with you in a writer's room.
Okay.
And we'll brainstorm, because this isn't it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by David Dobrik. He's the king of the internet with more than 23 million subscribers. Between his channels, David Dobrik and David Dobrik 2, massive collabs, vlog squad hijinks, and every once in a while, he'll give away a very expensive car. David Dobrik, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show. I'm so nervous.
You're nervous.
Yeah.
Are you a spicy food guy?
No, not at all. And I want to say this before we begin. If I look like I'm overreacting towards the end, I'm not. I'm not playing it up for the camera. I'm genuinely so bad with spicy food. The worst. This may be too much for me. Good. I can do that.
So as we touched on up top, you're one of YouTube's most successful stars with nearly 2.5 billion views in 2019 alone. Of all the science experiments that have gone awry in your living room, which one was the biggest pain in the ass to clean up?
We did one where we had a dry foam experiment, basically, and there was a foam explosion that was in my backyard, and it blew up everywhere. And it dyed half of the house green, and it dyed my outdoor furniture green, and you can't get it out because it's a weird chemical. And then my neighbors below me, I haven't told this to anybody, but the neighbor below me complained, and he said a piece of the foam hit his wife while she was in the hot tub and burned her, which is impossible because the second the foam comes out, it's you can touch it, you can play with it, you could rub it all over your skin. But he was trying to get me in trouble, and he was like, yeah, burned my wife in the hot tub.
He saw a bag, I think,
Yeah, he saw his opportunity, but not today.
Has vlogging ever led you to any bizarre run-ins with law enforcement?
Oh my God, all the time. It's one time I got in trouble. We were doing donuts in a parking lot. I was celebrating because I just bought my dad a new car. So it was him doing the donuts in the parking lot. So I explained to the cop what we were doing, and he was like, okay, that's fine. Just go do this somewhere else, please.
Do you have a most memorable trip to the emergency room?
Most memorable trip? Oh yeah, for sure. This is
juggling the wine bottles?
Yeah, this is gonna sound so stupid. We were juggling wine bottles. One of the wine bottles hit the floor, and I was reaching down as it hit the floor, and I got it just when it broke, and it went right into my hand. And which hand? Yeah, maybe the scar's gone. Oh my God. And yeah, it cut my hand.
And what I liked about that is you really leaned into it because you're like, hey, this is the thumbnail, get the shot,
right,
don't stop running the cameras.
That was such a cool moment because all my friends were there, so we were all there to go through this experience and me going to the emergency room.
What's your philosophy on titling YouTube videos? Because you seem to kind of bury the lead from time to time.
Right, okay, yeah, oh, that's interesting that you noticed that. Yeah, sometimes I don't like giving away the surprise. So
undersell, over deliver.
Right, yeah, so if I get a chance to film with a cool celeb, sometimes I like titling it something about my friends, something to throw people off, so it's a surprise in the video.
What would you want to title this video?
Get me out of here. Okay. Oh, this is delicious. Whoa. This is number 2?
It's sort of a steep ramp up here at 2.
Okay, at this point, if we were at a wings place, I'd tell my friends not to get that because it's too spicy. It's not even enjoyable at this point.
In the 2 spot.
I love this show.
As a Chicago guy, do you have a deep dish spot of choice?
Yeah, Deuce Pizzeria. Have you ever been?
No.
Or Illuminati's, but you've definitely been
Illuminati's, that's my spot.
Yeah. People don't like deep dish.
Yeah, how do you defend it against people that say it's a cheese casserole or whatever?
It's the worst. It's so bad. Everyone goes, this is soup. This isn't even pizza. It's the worst thing. Especially people that are from New York or from literally anywhere in the world. They're like, that's not even pizza. Oh my God, my mouth is watering.
Is there a Slovakian dish or snack that you think could catch on as a mainstream menu item in the United States?
The first hot dog I ever had was actually in Slovakia, but it wasn't there wasn't an opening at the top. It just sat this is a weird motion, but it sat inside like the bun. It's sat right in the bun. I don't know, I can't get out of this one. I'm stuck here. But it sat inside the bun, and it was like really cool because it was like, the hot dog was nice and tight and fucking Christ. Nice and tight in there. But yeah, maybe that would catch on.
So besides being from the Northwest Chicago suburbs, making our livings on YouTube, and having amazing hair, another thing that you and I have in common is this shared goal of one day hosting a late night show.
Yes.
These days, hosts like Jimmy Fallon and James Corden, they compete as much for the morning after YouTube views as they do for the ratings in their time slot. Is there a late night host or segment that you think fits especially well into the YouTube ecosystem?
I think Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts with James Corden is like perfect. Because it's like really intimate, just like this show is, and people are eating disgusting foods. And it's like super YouTuber-y, right? To like put weird stuff in your mouth. Right here. But yeah, I think that one, and Carpool Karaoke. Those two James Corden bits are really good. I like seeing celebrities in like a more normal setting, something that you would just like see your friends in. And I like late night because it like gives you the credibility like of being on a network, and then you can also put your clips on YouTube where you have like the actual viewership where like most people watch.
And then you did a great job on the Tonight Show, sending it to commercial.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You did a great job sending it to commercial.
Thank you, though.
So in that honor, can you hit your camera and send us to the next wing?
Okay, and here it's time for the next wing. Yeah, this is it.
It's a roller coaster ride here, it seems.
Yeah, we're going up again. We just came down. We're definitely going up.
So between hosting last year's Teen Choice Awards and, in my humble opinion, being the standout judge on the Nickelodeon series America's Most Musical Family,
You're a liar.
You joined a small number of internet stars who've broken through into mainstream television. What's the appeal to you of something like Netflix or a TV network when the pipes that you've built yourself and that you own yourself are already going to millions of people?
Yeah, I think it's just the credibility behind it. Like, I think it's like people still don't have the same respect for digital influencers like they do for traditional talent. And I totally get that because the internet, like you can upload whenever and whatever you want. So there's no like regulation. So people upload some really stupid shit on there. So it's kind of hard to filter out like who the good eggs and the bad eggs are on the internet. And that's why like YouTubers in like a general sense get like
all lumped into one thing.
They get like a bad rap. But being on a network, like gives you pretty solid credibility. This is a fuck show. This is so fucked.
When you think about facepalm moments that you've maybe had with brands or executives over the years, no reason to name names, but I'm not gonna stop you from naming names. Is there a story that stands out?
Yeah, actually there is. I had a moment with a company at a music festival, and I don't want to say the company because I know they're gonna come after me, but I filmed like a snake on the ground. Like I filmed a bunch of random stuff around the festival, and they made me cut out like 70% of my video because they were like, we don't want the festival to look like they have snakes, and like the whole thing was like completely botched, and they made me cut everything out of my video. And I hate that. I hate when like brands don't give you creative control. Okay, let's do it. This one's delicious.
It seems like we're almost sort of going on off with you right now.
Cut to me puking.
All right, David, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So we'll show you the picture. You just tell us the bigger story. And then, here you are. You brought a 300-pound alligator to one of your friend's houses on Christmas morning.
Yeah, so big.
Is there a prank that you're most proud of over the years?
There's one, my friend told me he was really scared. My friend and I got into an argument about who would be more scared during an earthquake. So we had, so the next day we had fake police officers come to the door and tell them that the San Andreas fault was about to rupture and we have to evacuate.
California's just gonna fall into the Pacific.
Right, and he started freaking out. And as he exited, we hired like 30, 40 extras to be outside of the house, like all packing their cars like they're the neighbors. And we had like a woman with like a baby running down the street. And it like fucked him up so bad that I had to apologize to each member of his family the next day.
Did you give him PTSD?
Yeah, I felt really bad, but it like had to be done. But it was great. But yeah, I had to call his mom. I had to say sorry. I had to call his dad. I had to say sorry. Much like you're gonna have to apologize to me after the show when I'm on the toilet, and it's gonna be the worst pain of my life.
Hit me on FaceTime, David.
Yeah, I will.
I know you got the number. Up next, I know that you represented Vernon Hills High School at the 2014 IHSA state tournament.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you have any tennis tips for beginners?
I hate when people tell me they play tennis when they don't actually play tennis. I feel like tennis is a sport where you can't like go out and just play with anybody. Like you have to find someone.
It's a lifestyle. You have to be about it.
You have to be about it. You have to find someone that's like on the same level as you for you to enjoy it. I'm gonna throw up right on you.
All right, Limbani has been my
yeah.
favorite Instagram follow for the last couple of years. What was it like to spend an afternoon with the legend?
He's so kind, and he's so humble too. His Instagram following is huge, but he's just so generous. It's insane being around a chimp. They're literally humans.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll see him and he'll unscrew his Gatorade and then drink it and then screw the top back on the Gatorade.
Yeah, he helped one of my friends tie his shoe because my friend is a little bit slower. No, they're honestly slower humans. Like that's what they are. Like when you look at a chimp, you're not even impressed. You're kind of just like, aw, I wish he was smarter because it reminds you so much of a human that you're just like, he's almost there. He's at the cusp of being a real person.
All right, and last, why was this the greatest moment of your life?
I got to host the Teen Choice Awards, and Robert Downey Jr.'s trailer was right across from mine. And I love Iron Man. Like, I'm obsessed with him. So I told, like, my team to tell me when he was coming up. And like 3 hours later, they're like, he's coming, he's getting out of his car. So I was, like, studying my lines in my trailer, and I open the door, and I come out, and I go, hi! And my voice cracks. It is the most embarrassing thing. And he looks at me and he goes, who are you? Tell me everything. And I'm shaking his hand, and it's like a long handshake. And I'm like, I'm David. I'm your biggest fan. I don't know what to say. And I just fucking panicked, and I went right back into my dressing room, and I just went, I slumped into my room, into the chair. And I remember Natalie, my assistant, coming in, and she was just like, you fucking loser. I fucking panicked. And the best part about it is, an hour later, I opened up the Teen Choice Awards because I was the host, and there he is, like sitting on the side of me, like wondering, like, who the fuck is this guy? He just had a panic attack in front of me, and now he's hosting this fucking show. That was one of my favorite moments for sure.
All right, David, back half
sure?
already.
I could tell you more about Robert Downey.
Yeah.
You sure you want to keep going?
I think I get the gist.
Sure.
And then I should say in the sixth spot,
That was a big bite.
we have this Thai green chili sauce this season, but Faya making a return because, David, you have a coconut allergy. And so now we've brought this one back.
Honestly, I make up my allergies. I just say I'm allergic to certain things that I don't like. You know, I'm actually allergic to the last dab.
So I've heard you say that in your years of vlogging and podcasts, you've shared almost everything about your life. Does providing that kind of access to people ever backfire on you? I know that you've had this problem of people showing up to your house.
Yeah, people will come to my house and they'll think they're my friend. You're losing me now. Here it goes.
I still see it. I still see the life in your eyes, David.
Like people will show up at my house at like 11. Oh my fuck! Oh my god! People will show up at my house at like 11, and they'll be like, let's go get beers. I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. And I'll be like, this is so weird.
Have you ramped up security or done anything like that?
Yes, we have. We have ramped up security, but it really doesn't stop people. And my neighbors are getting really mad. This is brutal. This is bad. I'm embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. You're doing great, David.
A fan is somebody who respects your boundaries. And somebody who takes it too far is like,
Shows up at your house.
right. Let me ask the questions. Bro, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy.
Well, if you think that's crazy.
Fuck off. You guys have tissues too? Because I'm about to be blowing snot everywhere. No, I need the box.
So you've done some monster collabs on your channel, everyone from Paris Hilton to Justin Bieber. Do you remember the first celebrity that you ever lured onto the vlog? We basically had to trick Tony Yayo into shooting the Hot Ones pilot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It was Steve-O. I got him like my second video. I just ran right into him at a movie premiere. And I was like, can you please be in this? And he's like, sure. But like my first like genuine person that like I was filming with a lot was Josh Peck. This goes in waves. Oh, it's going. Like you think you're fine.
You kind of like adopted Josh.
Yeah, now
When he
Josh is like my
adopted you,
friend,
yeah.
which is crazy.
Your format is so free-flowing.
Thank you.
I'm curious on the mechanics on how you get some of these huge clout monsters. Like, when you're in a Tesla with Justin Bieber, are you guys secretly on like a movie set with 10 bodyguards there, or?
No, not at all. It's always just me and the camera. But with Justin, yeah, like when I pulled up to his house to pick him up, he had literally like the militia right outside his house. Like it is a full-on army. And then they follow you around and then they make sure you're okay. But we just went to UCLA and we pulled up in front of a sorority and we had people come in and we surprised them. What's the next wing? Are we not there yet?
Would you like to be? Sprint to the finish line.
When I imagined this show, I thought it was gonna be like my eyes are gonna be watering. Like I thought it was gonna be like funny, but it's painful. It's pain. It's pain I'm experiencing. It's not like joyous like discomfort.
You know, I think, but it's because it's you in the chair. You know, the person is always experiencing that, but that is what's funny. Like right now, you're being very funny.
I don't know if that's the case. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah,
Immediate.
right there.
So I saw a video that you did with Vanity Fair where you mentioned in passing that you get nightmares. In fact, you said, I have nightmares more than I dream.
I feel like I'm in one right now.
Is there a particular nightmare that comes to mind now that we're on to bomb?
I'll be honest with you, nothing comes to mind. When I walked in here, it's a big crew, a lot of cameras. Right now, it's just me and you, motherfucker. There's nothing else I see. I'm like fucking blacked out.
Do you have like recurring nightmares ever? Are there any like themes? Is there anything that recurs?
I used to have one where I was in the back seat of my car and I would take my eyeball out and I would put it in the cup holder. And I used to have that one a lot. I don't have that one anymore.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Partially. Here's my explanation to that. If I was to actually see a ghost in real life, like many people have claimed they have seen, I would spend the rest of my life dedicated to finding this fucking ghost. Like, I don't understand how people just bring it up casually in conversation and go, oh yeah, I saw a ghost. Like, fuck that. If I saw a ghost, that's all I would talk about.
Right, I see why people would they devote their lives to Bigfoot. Like if they think they saw Bigfoot, I understand devoting your life to it, you know? This next one is the Widowmaker from Australia.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just go.
What did it mean to you to win a Reader's Choice for Sexiest Heartthrob from People magazine, edging out the likes of Harry Styles and Shawn Mendes?
It meant nothing.
Why do you ride so hard for Saddle Ranch?
I love Saddle Ranch, and it actually did mean something to me that I won that. Oh my god.
Careful around your face. You know, the cross-pollination.
I love Saddle Ranch, it's my favorite bar. And I was so surprised that I won. I couldn't believe that I beat Harry Styles and Shawn Mendes. It was incredible. fuck this, man.
Have you ever ridden that bull at Saddle Ranch?
There's so many better show concepts. Like, I mean, I'll sit down with you in a writer's room.
Okay.
And we'll brainstorm, because this isn't it.
Have you ever ridden that bull at Saddle Ranch?
Yeah, no, yeah, I have once, like a really long time. That's where I met you. I met you at Saddle Ranch.
Isn't that crazy? And then that's when I met Jeff, who I'm fascinated by the way.
Yeah, I'm hoping you could still hear yourself in the interview, because all I hear is this.
If the Vlog Squad, FaZe Clan.
It looks like you're getting ready to inject me with a syringe. I literally feel like I'm at the doctor's office and you're like trying to make conversation with me while you're like putting the alcohol swab on me.
And Team 10 were all given $1 million to make a YouTube video. Who do you think would get the most views?
Oh shit. Probably Team 10. Jake Paul would figure out something. I'm gonna get that tissue box. You know, I was confident when I threw it, but oh fuck, man. This is bad.
All right, David, this is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing.
Okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I definitely will. I would not want to piss you off. I see what you're capable of. Don't want to be on your bad side. Did I do it? Yeah, that's enough.
That's good. That's plenty. That's plenty.
I'm just kidding.
The showman.
Okay, you want to ask me a question right now while I'm calm? Like, do you have one right now? Then you want to throw
Well,
it
you
at
know
me?
what? Okay.
Because when I eat that one, I'm fucked.
I actually don't have a question for you, David, but I would like to close out the show
Right.
in David Dobrik style. Eric, do you have the camera?
It
Before
looks like I'm in a movie pretending to be a YouTuber.
Before we take the bite, I would just like to hand it over to you, David, to vlog this final wing and the end of the show.
Here's the final wing at the end of the show. It's the last dab. This shit means nothing to me. This is gonna be so easy. Okay, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that the Carolina Reaper pepper?
No, but the guy who grew the Carolina Reaper pepper, he made this sauce. This is with Pepper X. Have you ever had a Carolina Reaper?
Yeah, I have a pepper guy, and he grows. He'll meet me in like the sketchiest places, and he'll give me
Making a
peppers.
deal?
Yeah. That wasn't that bad. Oh, it hasn't kicked in yet. It hasn't kicked in yet. It is bad. Someone take this before I throw it at him.
Handing over the reins, almost lost the camera. Shaky hands, David Dobrik, all the way to the end of Hot Ones, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, my friend. This camera, or this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Honestly, I'm just gonna be puking for the next couple hours. But if you want to see me on my social medias, it's at David Dobrik. And I know I was like shitting on this concept because I'm like so stressed out, but I genuinely love the show, and I'm so happy for you, and congrats on all your success. But I'm never, ever coming fucking even in a 30-foot radius of you ever again.
Thanks, guys. Good job, good job.
Oh, where's the garbage? I know if I throw up, it'll be worse, right? Look at you following me around with that camera. Should I throw up or should I not?
Try not to, I would say.
Oh,
It's just
'cause
a
I'm good.
general rule. Uh-oh.
I'm going to.
There's also a toilet. Oh, there it goes.
Fuck yes.
They burn with fire wherever there's blandness. The Sauce Squad is there. Sauce Squad!
Oh no! The taste buds are attacking our mountain base! Call in members of the Hot Ones Sauce Squad!
Sauce number 1, codename Brain Burner. Sauce number 2, codename Eye of the Scorpion. Sauce number 3, codename The Constrictor. And every Hot One Sauce Squad member has a special bonus attack. Fire Brain Bomb. Scorpion Sting. Snake Suffocation.
It's Hot One Sauce Squad to the rescue! We chased off the taste buds! Way to go, Sauce Squad!
Hot One's the Game Show Sauce Collection, sold separately into the Sauce Squad 3-pack, only at Heatonist.com. Catch 'em on Hot One's the Game Show.